which is what should be a really good hockey series, the Rangers and the Capitals. And the Rangers head coach, Alain Vigneault, joins us now. Coach, how you doing? It's Michael and Don.
Good. How you doing, guys?
All right, now you can admit it. Did you really want to play the Islanders because you didn't really want to travel?
You know what? The Islanders this year, for whatever reason, played some real great hockey against us. I know we beat them the last two games we played, but the Islanders are Washington. We knew we were going to meet a real strong team, and it went to Game 7, and Washington was able to pull it off last night.
Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah, from start to finish.
Because it's funny.
For a seventh game for Washington to be able to play the way they did, only give the Islanders, I think it was 11 or 12 shots, and I only counted 3 scoring chances against. They played a real strong game defensively.
You know, we had Hank on yesterday, and we've heard players throughout the years, they'll say, I'll watch a little bit, or maybe I'll check the highlights. Are they just playing possum, or do the players really just not get caught up in who we play next and sitting down and watching a whole game the way you did last night?
I would say it's half and half. I'd say you've got half of our team that are, real big 100% of the time hockey fans, and they watch games and they want to know everything that's going on, where you've got probably the other half who needs to get away from it a little bit, change your mind, get away from the game so that you yourself can perform. So I think it's a little bit half and half, but I would probably say that if I would have asked around this morning, we would have had most of our team watching that game, because it was Game 7, it was our next opponent, and we needed to get ready for it.
All right, Coach. If we watched your series, we watched the Islander series, and it seems like the officials are letting a lot go. Have you just come to the conclusion that this series is going to be very physical, and you're just going to have your team deal with it?
Well, I see this as no different than last year. I mean, for some reason in playoffs, the games seem to be called, a little bit tighter in the sense that there's, less penalties, and you just got to play, and that's what we're going to have to do. Pittsburgh came at us hard. I thought we handled it real well. We were physical when the opportunity was there, but, our one of our themes is, play whistle to whistle. We're not going to get involved in things going on after, but during the whistle to whistle, if we can lay the foundation for a few good body checks and wear the opposition down, we're certainly going to do that. And in Washington's case, they're certainly going to do that. I mean, they're a big team, a physical team that plays a good defensive game, and on top of that, they've got a couple superstars on that team. So it sort of resembles the same type of game we just played against Pittsburgh. A team that is real sound at both ends, and they got superstars. And anytime you meet whether it be Crosby or Malkin, or in this case it's going to be Ovechkin and Backstrom, it's going to be a great hockey for both teams.
All right, what can you tell us about Matt Zuccarello?
He's out with an upper body injury, linked undetermined right now. That's about where we stand on that.
All right, how much is Klein going to be able to help you?
I would say that if I was a betting man right now, I'd say he'll be there for Game 1. He had 2 good practices lately. I asked him today at the end of this one how he felt, and he said he felt great. And yesterday he declared himself good to go to the media. So I just was waiting to have a brief chat with him. I'm going to give him one more practice, which is tomorrow, and then we'll make the call.
All right, so just getting back to Zook, I know everybody's got to step up when you lose a player of that significance, but is there one person or one player in particular you're going to need more from if Zook's going to be out any length of time?
Well, this obviously has to be a collective force here. I mean, we went through the first series against Pittsburgh because we got contribution from different sources. Obviously, we're going to need Rick Nash and Marty St. Louis and Derek Brassard, who are now going to play as a line, to obviously step up and give us that good offensive play that they've been doing. I've really liked Derek Stepan's line with Kreider Kreider and JT Miller. That line's been good on the forecheck. It's been spending some real quality time in the other team's end, so we're going to need them to continue to do what they've been doing. And Kevin Hayes will go from staying. He'll stay with Carl Hagelin, and we'll put Jesper Fast up there. And Jesper's been one of our good players, and we're going to need him to continue.
All right, so you guys dispatched the Penguins in 5 games, and you gave yourself rest. Now, are you concerned with rest compared to rust? Is there any concern that your team might be a little rusty?
Not at all. For us, anybody who had, followed our schedule real closely, and I didn't want to mention it too much at the end there, but our end of the season schedule was quite challenging, to say the least. We played 13 games in 23 days. That's a lot of hockey to play at the end, right before the playoffs, and we were playing against a lot of teams that were fighting for their playoff lives and playoff positioning, so there were no easy games in that, and then we started the playoffs right away. That was challenging. Now, for us to get, our guys got 2 full days off on Saturday and Sunday, and ever since Monday, everybody's been on the ice except for Keith Yandel and Mark Stahl, practiced today. So that rest was needed. We used it well, and now we had a good long practice today, good practice yesterday. We're going to have one more, and we're going to be good to go.
Talking to Alain Vigneault, head coach of the New York Rangers. They prepare for the Washington Capitals. The series will start Thursday at Madison Square Garden. AV, Kevin Hayes got his first taste of the postseason, played those 5 games against Pittsburgh. Just give me your evaluation of how you thought the kid did.
Well, at the beginning, I thought he looked a little bit nervous. Don't want to say overwhelmed, but he was a little bit nervous at the beginning, and it showed in his execution. Kevin's the type of guy that hangs on to the puck, makes plays where a lot of times you don't see how a play like that can be made. He's been a real strong force for us, and I thought the first couple of games he was fighting it a little bit, which is normal under this scrutiny and pressure, but I thought in that 4th game he played his best game of the playoffs so far, and he got us the winner in overtime, and he just kept going from there. He was real strong in that deciding game at home. We need him to play that way, and it's got to continue.
And JT Miller, he only had 4 playoff games going into this series against Pittsburgh. How do you think he did?
Yeah, I thought, JT for the most part was a real strong force. He was good on the forecheck, playing the body when the opportunity was there, coming down on the wing and using his powerful shot. And I thought defensively he made some good reads. So, those are young players that are going through the process of, becoming real solid contributors at the NHL level. They got tremendous amount of upside, and we need those guys to come in. They replaced some big pieces from our team from last year. They've come in and they've done well for us.
And finally, Fost, I think, only had 3 playoff games of experience going in, and now he's going to play on that 3rd line. Does he have to do anything differently playing on that line as opposed to the 4th line, or just adjust to maybe some more minutes?
Yeah, it's probably a few more minutes, but it's the same type of minutes. Smart player, very dependable with and without the puck, and he brings a real good physical element. Anytime he's got an opportunity to play the body and wear the other team's defenseman down, he does that for us. He kills penalties for us. He's one of the penalty killers that I use the most frequently. So he'll continue to do a real solid job for us.
Coach, before I let you go, are you nervous before a series like this? Are you excited? What's your mindset?
I would say a combination of excitement and just going through my mind here. If I always ask my coaches, did I forget anything? Did I forget anything? Because, you want to make sure that, going through in a playoff series, your guys are well prepared. They know what to expect from the opposition. They know the opposition's strengths, obviously, but they know what they need to do to be successful on the ice. They know what our game plan is. And yes, lately we've been talking a little bit about Washington, but the next, I would say, 48 hours are going to be a lot more focused on us and what we need to do to have success on the ice. A big part of our game is defending well and playing fast, and that's what we want to see start Thursday.
So you didn't forget anything?
I don't think so, but I'm going to ask a few people more, I can tell you that.
Coach, we thank you. We wish you the best of luck. Hope to talk to you soon.